What's the biggest example of from genius to idiot has there ever been? Don't understand how Sam Bankman-Fried isn't on this list yet. Dude was in magazines being called a prophet and genius, turns out he was just a fucking idiot the whole time. I think Steve Jobs was a marketing and sales genius. Then when it came to his treatable cancer, well, I wouldn't call him an idiot, but he placed his faith in the wrong person and his I always win attitude cost him his life. He was unlucky to get cancer, but lucky that it was treatable at the stage it was discovered, but he ignored his doctors and thought that changing his diet would heal him. The guy that invented PCR, which was groundbreaking in early DNA research, got a Nobel Prize, though most probably remember it from the COVID days, went off the rails, denied that HIV caused AIDS even after it was scientific consensus, and spent his time talking to a glowing raccoon in the forest at night. Linus Pauling. He went from being a preeminent chemist and biochemist to a quack who wrote books claiming that megadoses of vitamin C cured all disease and was the key to an insanely long life. Elizabeth Holmes, founder of Theranos. Rudy Giuliani. Not really genius, but highly respected in terms of going from being nearly universally well-regarded to an absolute joke. He's definitely up there. Al Capone, legendary gangster, died of syphilis with the brain age of a child. Sometimes karma does happen. Elon Musk comes to mind immediately. Well, he was probably an idiot the whole time, but he had the veneer of a genius for a while. Gonna put two out there I haven't seen yet. Scott Adams. While genius is a stretch, he was a successful cartoonist for years until his politics started coming out, and then the racist comments. Everyone thought he was taking on big business, then it all came tumbling down. Second, and in a similar vein, the YouTuber Illuminati. Built up an audience by criticizing shady business practices, turned out to be a horrible person who was guilty of shady business practices. Linus Pauling, Nobel Prize in Chemistry, Peace Nobel Prize, after that decided to dedicate himself to eating as much vitamin C as possible. Like Musk, he never was truly a genius, but Steve Jobs dying of preventable cancer because he got high off of his own farts is iconic. Jeremy from Top Gear in the episode that he tied the log to the back of his car to traverse a tough road. Very quickly after mentioning his own genus, the log kicked up off a rock or something and shattered his back window. Thomas Midgley. All his inventions were thought to be great contributions to mankind until we found out they were dumping crazy amount of toxins into the atmosphere and burning a hole in the ozone layer. Tyrion Lannister, from seasons 1 to 4 to 5 to 8. He was alright in 5 and 6, but I don't know what happened to him afterwards. Steven Seagal. He bullshitted his way to the top, fake it till you make it genius. Got into a fight and shit himself, literally idiot. Napoleon. Steamrolls Europe 6+ times and suddenly forget logistics and diplomacy where and when it matters the most. Honestly may get downvoted for this, but Hitler was a genius in how he took power, then achieved total domination over Germany and brainwashed his people into committing the worst genocide in history. Then the idiot lost World War II in spectacular fashion, invading the USSR and fighting the Western Allies at once. Also, the dude was an evil psychopath, but even evil people can still be geniuses as well as idiots.